Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today, we're doing our long readings for April 19th through May 20th. This is Taurus season. Now, you know that when I am doing the longer readings, I'm using a bunch of decks. I am using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will then go to John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for kind of clarification. We come to our Osha Zen Tarot cards for words of advice. We come back to Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards, kind of concluding things. Then I will pull one card from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I also think I'm going to pull one from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel deck. It's a very sweet deck and gives us lots of words of encouragement. Anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Now, I will be doing the overview for Taurus season. I'm going to get these videos out first, and then, so please, when you see that pop up in a day or two or three, please take a look at that also. But in the meantime, let's begin our readings. Hello, my Virgos, and welcome to Taurus season. Yes, Taurus is an earth energy like you, so I'm expecting some big stuff for you. Let us see what we have for my Virgos in Taurus season. Here we go. First card we have is reversed. Remember, reversed cards are really strong. Now, put them like that. Anyway, I'm trying to do a split screen because we have so many cards that I want you to be able to see them. Let's see what we have for my Virgos here. First card is 10 of Air. Things are over with. It's done. Okay? It is done, done, done. What is the thing? What's the worry? What is the the possibility? What is the problem? Okay? Tens transition, but tens also can be broken down to a 1 and a 0. 1 is a new beginning. 0 has universal and or God energy. But transition, air energy is our Gemini, our Libra. It's also our Aquarius energy. We got a lot of stuff still going on with the Aquarius energy, very strong stuff with that. It could be about hearing news, plans, things like that. But something you've been worried about, something that you've been working on, something is actually, and it's more cerebral. It's more, so it could be a work situation. It could be a work project. It's done. You are now ready to you're ready to live your life, you're ready to get out, you're ready to actually have some fun, and there's this weight that is no longer holding you down anymore, okay? So, let it go, let it go. So the 10 of Air is about the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Now, it might not be easy for you, but I think you'll be able to do it, okay? Get out, and I kind of see flowers, I see growth, I see green, I see sunshine. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Remember, putting out that positive energy is what's going to help that positive energy come back to you. Recovering from an addiction. This is something that's been happening for this is something, I don't know, I kind of get a 2 to 3 year vibe with this. So I get that throwing things off, throwing it off now. And it was more intense probably in the last 10 months. That 10 kind of, jumps at me. Next card, the Empress. Oh, I love the Empress. The Empress is, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the messenger. So this has, hearing news. So there could be, you could be hearing news here too. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, the divine messenger. Threes have a lot of power to them. They're celestial. There is a divinity to the 3, but there's also a lot of power. You've heard of the power of 3, doing something 3 times. The Empress, to me, has a lot of universal energy. Is like the universe wanting to give to you, wanting to give, to provide for you also. Okay, so you could be hearing news about something coming your way, about a provision coming your way also. So just be on the lookout for that, and just be welcoming to this. Now remember Archangel Gabriel. Reach out to your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. They then send you Archangel Gabriel, but you can also ask Gabriel to come join you also, okay? Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So as this is ending, so something something you've been putting so much attention and energy into, now you can start focusing on you again. Okay? Now you can start focusing on what it is that's going to make you happy, what it is that you want to go after. I don't really feel like this is a work situation unless it's a situation that you just basically say, this work is, there could be this thing about just, kind of like I don't have my light switch behind me anymore, where it's kind of like, you know what, I'm done. We're turning the light switch off and we're moving into another direction. So it could be about how you make your money, but I really feel that it's a very cleansing, and I feel that it's a very releasing type of energy here too. So it could be that maybe you just say, you know what, enough is enough. Maybe you started a job 2-3 years ago and it's gotten to that point and you're like, again, I'm going to tell you, it's always easier to get a job when you have a job. So if that's what you're looking to do, get that resume out, because right here, the heavy energy is leaving you, and welcome that positive. Now let's go on. 7 of Earth. Okay, 7 of Earth. Sevens have that divine energy to it, okay? And if you think 3 plus 7, that's another 10 too, but stretching a little bit. Sevens have that divine energy. It is a divine number. Earth is your energy. It's also Taurus. It's also Capricorn. Solid, something you can hold. A lot of times to do with your home or how, where you live. It could also be with your job. It's seeds well planted. It's, again, if you've been wanting to get that new job and you've been putting out your resume, you should be hearing something about it. I feel that it's different though. And yet it's funny because I do feel you make money off of it. Money comes back to you. So there is some investment of work, investment of time. I don't necessarily think it's investment of money per se. It's actually, if it is, it's a very small investment of that money. But I feel like something comes back from it that actually is very enriching and actually helps your soul. So is this a hobby that you might have started? And maybe you started it during all of the stuff going on, and now it's really it's what's kept you going, it's what's kept you grounded, it's what's kept you happy, and now it's like it's going to take another step. Okay, and who knows, hobbies that can bring you in money. If you can work doing something you love, it's not work, right? I'm going to cough, excuse me. Took a drink there. Okay, let's go. Anyway, what does the 7 of Earth talk about? Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Now, let's go here. I hope you like this split screen this way, but it's just we have so many cards that, oh, okay, solar plexus. Let's go on to my John Holland Psychic and Tarot cards. One and two. Let's make them kind of pretty, or straighten them out a little bit. Here we go. Now, chakras. Chakras are interesting. Now, chakras are energy sources, and there's more and more that comes out about chakras. Actually talking and proving their validity. Now, the bottom, towards where your legs bend, your hips, that is called your root or your base chakra. Then we have our sacral chakra, and then we have our solar plexus chakra, and then we come to our heart chakra. Then we go to our throat, our third eye, and then our crown. Okay? Now, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, we have that 3 energy, so we might want to watch for that a little bit. But that has to do with a lot of your integrity. This has to do with what it is that you stand up for, what it is you will allow. This is also to do with negotiations. This comes about, so this thing about being free, maybe there's a situation that just hasn't sat right with you for a while, and now and whatever it is, you just say enough is enough. I can't be here anymore. I can't be part of this anymore. And then you go ahead and, the Empress provides, and things that you have been putting into place starts taking off also. But so there has a lot to do with your integrity, what you will and will not allow in your life, and what you will and will not stand up for. Okay? Your next card, again, reverse. So now we have a 6. So we have a 3, 3, and a 6. So we might have something going on there. 6 is the number of man. It's kind of, which is interesting. It's the 6th chakra, but 6 is the number of man. There's a lot of what you can create, what you can make out of this. But the 6th chakra, the third eye, this is with the pineal gland, and I do talk on my Facebook. I do post little things about, watching out for fluoride. There's certain things that can actually keep your pineal gland from connecting, okay? So anyway, the third eye chakra is the receiver. It's a receiving type of energy source, and it is what connects to to that outside world. There's a lot of things going, and I don't mean in the natural, because remember, the base to the heart is your natural chakras. Your heart, again, to your crown is your supernatural chakra. So the higher up you go, the more supernatural you become. So the third eye chakra receives the information. It's your gut. It's your intuition. It's knowing what you know, okay? And you may not necessarily be able to qualify it, quantify it. You just know it, okay? So a lot of this, whatever it is that I feel this stepping out type of energy, stepping out, and this is where it says the end of a difficult situation. I feel like you step out of it. I just get these words, stepping out, step out. Okay? Here we go. Your last card. Again, reversed. And here we have a 9. 369, that's a Tesla number. So you may want to look that up also. So 9 is so we have a bunch of 3 energy here. And we have that 369. It's a Tesla energy, a Tesla number. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've kind of dabbled a little bit, so I don't want to, I don't want to give you something and then mislead you. So look that up. Very strong energies with these numbers. 9s have a completion. 9 is kind of let's wrap this up. Now, remember I was talking to you about that pineal gland. This Tesla energy, the Tesla numbers, the Tesla, I don't know, are they hertz? Tesla hertz? They actually help to open this gland up for you. But this is all about, again, and it's under the 7 of Earth, this is all about material harvest. So, whatever this is that you let go of, whatever it is, it's kind of like your integrity says, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. And once you make that decision, so many things start opening up for you, okay? But we all have choices. We all have choices, and sometimes we feel very trapped in our choices. But this is, again, there's going to be something that you just say, I can't do this anymore. This is not what I want, where I want to be. And I'm not saying that that's any, I always talk about my relationships as work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. And it may be or may not be any of those. It's just being, it could be that you even say, I need to do more for me, okay? So the thing is, though, things start to move once you make those decisions. Once you make that decision, it's like things just start. And again, that 369 Tesla number, oops, that did not go well. Oh, wrong things. I'm sorry. My Archangel Power Tarot cards. No wonder it didn't go well. Here we go. I have so many cards out here, and I have my candles over there, and I don't want to burn myself. I need a bigger space. But I like my space. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead and... No, and I'm even doing that one wrong. Oh my gosh, it's my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Whoa! These are cards, I guess that our other cards have some messages to say to you. So my Osha Zen Tarot cards for words of advice, my Virgos. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. They're all over the place here. So here we go. As I said again, let's see. Isolation, but we have a 3 again. We have that 3. So 3 is our big thing for you. So really, really, really look online. 3, angel numbers, 369, Tesla numbers, angel numbers. Look those all up. Isolation, sometimes this is stepping out. This is leaving a situation. There's a lot of, this in itself may not necessarily be happy, may not necessarily feel as good as you want it to feel. There is the frozen man, the frozen tears, but sometimes you need to kind of harden your heart a little bit too in order for you to take care of the things you need to take care of for yourself. Okay? Here we go. Now we have a 10. So we have a couple of 10s here. 10s, we are the world. This is basically know that you are part of something bigger. And that's the other thing too. That is that's really, really important here because of this integrity, that we are, again, the world has a bunch of different things to it. The world is, being given the world. The world, the world keeps moving on, but it's also about we are in something bigger. We are part of a bigger universe. We are part of something that, and believe it or not, my Virgos, I know there's so many people in this world, but we were all made to meet and to fit a piece of whatever it needs to be done. Okay? We are all part of a bigger picture, and we are integral to that piece. The thing is, you are not meant to suffer. You are not meant to be on this world to suffer. Okay? I really feel that was really... It was really sage advice. Here we go. Let's go on to our last card. Maturity. There is no number with maturity. So there is that sense of growth. There is that sense of learning. There is that sense of accepting our places. There is that sense of kind of, it's also a sense of being. It's being, and it's also being in the present. Okay? So I like that. I do like that. There is a little pain in this. There is a little pain. So it could be some pain during that growth process also. But, and sometimes my Virgos, I know my Virgos, you do, people may not know this as much about you, but you have a very tender heart and you do feel things very, 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 can we say that 10 times deeply? Okay? So... But again, there is many things happening with this. Again, that 3, 6, 9 and all the 3s that you're getting. And now we have a couple of 10s. Okay, let's go on and see. Archangel Power Tarot cards. 1, 2, and 3. Put that over there. All reversed. 4 of Raphael. 4s have some... very stable, but also some organizing type of energy. So there is some stability here. Raphael is water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. It is fluid and emotional. 4 of Raphael, cups, water, however you want to put this. This is about not necessarily being satisfied with your own situation, but yet not ready to go on. Like something is there, something's being offered to you, something is there for you to go after, and just not quite knowing where you fit in with it. It's like, I'm not really where I want to be with this, but yet at the same time, I'm not ready to move to that. Okay? But the thing is, and that kind of goes along with your isolation, that kind of goes along, but then that goes along with your integrity also, your solar plexus. And that goes along with, you can be free. Move it. Anyway. The 4 of Raphael is seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And I was just talking about that you have so much, you have such a big heart and a very kind heart. Here we go. Reversed. the Lover. So we're getting that 6 energy again. Now we're getting Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the healer. I kind of, and that could, Raphael, healing, emotion, physical, anything that needs to be, finances even. But the Lovers have kind of a reconnection, a connecting. And I kind of feel like with the Lovers and with this 4 of Raphael, I feel like it's kind of reconnecting maybe with who you are again. Maybe part of this, what you've had to leave, maybe you've lost track of who you are, what you want. Because like I said, there could be this hobby that could actually be opening up for you. And there's this sense of, spiritual healing. There's a sense of actually coming into who, feeling who you are actually supposed to be. Okay, does that help? That makes sense. Anyway, so many times we're doing things for everybody else and we're meeting everyone else's ideas of who we are supposed to be. And we're not necessarily, again, living as who we're supposed to be. Anyway, make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Your last card with this deck, the Knight of Raphael. Now, Knight's energy, underlying energy, is fire. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. Knights, again, this is Raphael, water energy. Knights are very directional. Knights, once you figure out where it is you want to go, once you figure out what it is where it is you've been, planting your seeds, what you've been released from, once you figure out, what doesn't necessarily meet your needs anymore, this is that time. This means get on your horse and ride. Go after it. Go after your dreams. There's a lot of dreams out there for you, my Virgos. I feel like you haven't really been haven't been really after those dreams. You've been you've been very utilitarian in many ways. And what that means is you've been doing what's expected of you. You've been doing what you want to do, what you think needs to be done. And this is a time, this is a time for you now to go after maybe what you want, okay? Or what your purpose is also about. Here we go. Romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Now I was shuffling and this card fell. It is reversed. This is the crystal or energy. Titanium rainbow quartz. If you have it, it might be something that would be helpful. Anyway, awakening all chakras. Isn't that odd? And you've gotten those chakras. Ultimate manifestation, vibrancy. This is a powerful shift. I think that this is a powerful shift for you. Again, it's like there's something, it's very utilitarian, very much this is what I need to do, and then all of a sudden things shift for you. Something that you can no longer really tolerate anymore. But the thing is, things then start moving because, it's like, being who you need to be. Being who the universe created you, your higher power created you to be. It's moving into that. It's there's that moving shift happening for many, many people. There is a lot of ascension happening for many, many people. And my Virgos, I would say that this is a time. Now, is this ascension like, Enoch and Elijah? Oh my goodness, I hope not, because I don't want to be here by myself. But is this going up those stairs? Is there a spiritual ascension? There could definitely be that too. But again, those threes, that 369, that's definitely a Tesla number. So I would take a look at that, and you've got a lot of that 3 energy too. So let's see with my guardian angel cards. Now these are so sweet and kind. They are not good for, and I'm going to cough, excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't have my candles burning. Anyway, they're not necessarily good for a spread like this, but they give you very kind words and very encouraging words. So let's see. Let's a couple more times for my Virgos. Here we are. Okay, we're going to cut. We're just going to do one, not the whole deck. This is reversed. helper of abundance. Okay? Now, so we'll take a look, and that's kind of what, you like I said, you're always helping. Although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help out. This card also indicates a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, someone with a big heart, a quick wit, and endless patience. That person could be you. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's a big shift, and there's a lot of shifting energy in the world right now. And anyway, but this is the time, I think, that you, again, some sort of an ascension energy, some sort of a, I don't want to see you flying off in any, any chariots, but it is one of those times that you're spiritually, you get more connected with that universe. So interesting. Taurus season seems to be, it's going to be an interesting season. So let's see. Now, my Virgos, I hope you enjoy my readings, even if they're a little long. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. It does help, and I thank you so much. As always, my Tauruses, oh my God, my goodness, my Virgos. As always, my Virgos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.